Hello everybody and welcome to the Darlington Raceway for the NASCAR Cup Series Goodyear 400 and the 13th race of our 2024 and 2003 Cup Series season. Reddick and Hamlin on the front row as you're green and underway here in Darlington. Who is going to win at the track too tough to tame? A track that has been all the chaos the last couple of seasons with tons of carnage and upset winners. Like the last time we were here was last season, Southern 500. Harrison Burton got his first career win. That's how crazy it was. Now Tyler Reddick out to the front, leading Larson Hamlin side by side for a second. No surprise that Reddick, Larson, Hamlin are up at the front here at Darlington. Of course, Larson won this race in real life last season, was really fast in the spring race. Tyler Reddick, runner-up last season in this race, and of course Denny Hamlin, 4 Darlington wins, incredible here at this racetrack, and of course off of back-to-back second place finishes, trying to finally break through and get that win. Larson trying to go back-to-back in victory lane, got it done in Kansas last time. This time Reddick still getting that first win of the season. Back here looking at Bowman battling Truex, got Chase Elliott, that Dale Earnhardt Jr. throwback on the outside of Keselowski as Reddick leading, but here comes Kyle Larson, that back bumper. As we all throughout the pack to make sure everything's all orderly throughout the pack and looking pretty solid, and indeed it is, as Reddick will hold off Kyle Larson. Tyler Reddick will lead 3 laps in here at Darlington. And now we move on here. Big trouble. The 48 of Bowman and the 51 of Haley are absolutely destroyed on lap 30. A huge crash. Now I think we're just going to catch the end of here. Daniel Hemrick, Bubba Wallace also involved. We catch the end of it as they're sliding down the track. Hard hit for Bowman and Haley. Hemrick and Wallace spin down the racetrack. Big problems here. So a quick little rewind and we'll fast forward here to see Bowman goes around Haley, Wallace, Hemrick. Ty Gibbs slams into the 48 as well. He gets a bit of damage, but unfortunate for Bowman. Had some really positive momentum, a lot of good finishes coming into this week. That will no longer be the case. He is done, as is Justin Haley in his first Darlington race for Rick Ware, as Denny Hamlin leads at Darlington over Kyle Larson. On the restart, Larson gets the jump as Bowman and Haley are both out of the race. They'll be Bowman in 35th, Haley in 36th, respectively. 28 cars on the lead lap, 34 left in the race. Larson leading, Hamlin and Truex side by side for second. Larson trying to get another Darlington race win. He's clear for the lead. There goes Kyle Larson. He's ahead of the JGR teammates of Truex and Hamlin behind him as the Toyotas try to unseat Kyle Larson, who is so good at tracks like this at Darlington where he can really rip that high side of the racetrack and get a lot of speed. And he is now driving away from the JGR duo. Larson trying to put an end to this right now and pull away with the win and the lead. I see continue looking throughout the pack. Everyone seems to be keeping pretty orderly. So far, so good. Just hope it stays that way. Now here comes Truex, bigger on the back of Larson. Truex trying to make him for the race. Chastain just got on the fence back there. Pushed it too hard out of turn 2. He got on the wall. Typical Chastain. Already got that Darlington stripe, but nowhere from him. He's fine. But here comes Truex trying to get 1 lane higher than Kyle Larson to make him move out of 4. Here Larson goes up and blocks that lane at Truex. It's going to be tight, but Larson barely holds off Truex. Now here on lap 73, last lap of stage 1, looks like Kyle Larson is going to cruise to an easy stage victory. Another playoff point to his total, of course, after he got the big win last time out last week in Kansas. Now leading once again, Tyler Reddick back in second, stuck behind the lap car of Suarez, allowing Larson to just drive off here into 3 and 4 for the final time. About to put John Hunter Nemechek running 21st, 1 lap down through 3 and 4 for the final time in stage 1. Nemechek will get lapped. Larson narrowly squeezes by as Kyle Larson wins stage 1 at Darlington. Tyler Reddick second. How about Ryan Blaney back here coming home in 3rd in the stage? A nice recovery effort from him. Truex is 4th, Buescher 5th. Then 6th place, Denny Hamlin falls all the way down to 6th. Bubba Wallace 7th. Logano 8th. Byron 9th. And the last stage point goes to Noah Gragson. Had another good run on that 10 car, but Kyle Larson, your stage 1 winner here in Darlington, and back underway in stage 2. Reddick, Larson side by side for the race lead. Larson with the advantage on the inside lane. The question is, will Reddick get that momentum on the high side? So far on the few restarts, it's in that high side momentum that has prevailed. Larson all the way down on the bottom is going to get a huge, big enough run where Larson's going to slide up the racetrack here and clear Reddick on exit 2. No, he doesn't. Larson stays on the bottom, and here comes Tyler Reddick once again back on his outside. Larson, Reddick continue to battle for the race lead here at Darlington. Some great racing going on right now as Reddick is here. Larson on that bottom, no momentum there on the inside lane. If you want to make passes here, you got to be on the outside. Larson slides in second. I'll have to regroup and try to chase back down Tyler Reddick's number 45. As the caution's out, big problems. Ty Gibbs is destroyed. Austin Dillon as well. Oh boy. As these guys get turned to the outside wall, look how high in the air Ty Gibbs goes flying into the catch fence. John Hunter Nemechek on his side as well. A massive eruption of race cars here at Darlington. Look how high in the air Ty Gibbs' car is right now. It was as level as the top of the catch fence. As he's on the bottom trying to slide up the track, John Hunter comes down, hooks him head on impact. Ty Gibbs gets wedged and stuck in the wall, gets flown out in the air. Nemechek upside down. Ty Gibbs lands it after an incredible flight through the air. Cindric and Gilliland are also collected, but a huge crash where they're wiping out Ty Gibbs. I mean, I can't even believe what I've just seen. This is probably the wildest wreck we've seen in the Cup Series this season, and it's right up there with that Xfinity race at Dover where Jesse Love glitched together with somebody and they went flying to the moon wedged together. That was something else. So now back underway. Gibbs, Cindric officially out of the race with Nemechek and Dillon. Lap 83, Larson and Reddick are making a lot of contact, fighting for the lead. It's getting physical up here for the lead. Larson and Reddick door slamming each other into turn one. They want the lead that bad. They are racing like their life depends on a wreck down low. Larson with a huge run on the top side, and Reddick tries to block. Not quite there. Larson still on his outside, forces Reddick to retract that block, and now Larson ripping the high side with help from Denny Hamlin will get the 5 car back to the front. Larson back in the lead here at Darlington, passing Reddick and Hamlin to take that lead. Now another restart here on lap 146. Reddick and McDowell phase together in the 45's got smoke pouring out the engine. My God, this race has flipped on its head in this second stage. Tyler Reddick was leading, and now the engine is absolutely destroyed after a big count of Michael McDowell as they glitched together like Jesse Love did in the Xfinity Dover race, and they've glitched together once again, and now this time it will destroy for the second week in a row. A heartbreak for Tyler Reddick when in the lead gets crashed, and his hopes are dashed. And all of a sudden, Brad Keselowski has taken the lead for RFK Racing. Keselowski gets around Hamlin and is leading here in Darlington. Now another restart here on that 153. Keselowski, Hamlin side by side for the lead. Logano, Larson, Kyle Busch the top 5. As they race off into turn 1, Brad Keselowski trying to get his first win of the season. Remember last season he made all the way to the Championship 4 off of a 2-win season at Circuit of the Americas and Gateway. See if he can do it against Keselowski on lead. Hamlin second. Larson, who's been the dominant car of the day, is back in third, trying to find his way on the outside. Denny Hamlin, he will. You know that 5 cars and keep ripping that high side, getting that positive momentum and making passes as Larson gets around Hamlin for second. But Brad Keselowski leads. And now we move on here because he comes to the end stage 2. Keselowski leads Hamlin, coming up on the lap car of Derek Kraus. Keselowski gets around him there on the outside cleanly, and Hamlin catches him at a bad time. Hamlin gets blocked, and that's what Keselowski needed to see to bring home the stage win. Now on the last lap of stage 2, looks like Keselowski will earn his first stage win of the season here at Darlington after what's been a bit of a struggle bus for Ford since the opening 2 races of the season, where they went back-to-back with Noah Gragson winning the Daytona 500 and Michael McDowell winning at Atlanta. They have not won since, but Brad Keselowski could get it done today. He's got a very fast Ford Mustang Dark Horse, and now we're about to put Noah Gragson a lap down in 8th here as they race back to the line. Not quite. He gets behind him, gives him a bump, but Keselowski wins stage 2 at Darlington. Hamlin is second. Kyle Larson will come through to finish in 3rd in this stage. Buescher will be in 4th. There's Elliott right there across the line in 10th. Buescher is 4th. Bubba Wallace is 5th as he comes across the line now. And the Penske duo, Logano 6th. Blaney is in 7th. Then it is Truex in 8th. Busch in 9th. Of course, Elliott runs on the top 10 as Keselowski wins stage 2. Now on a restart here to begin the final stage of racing here, it's going to be 95 laps to go. Larson, Keselowski, side by side on the restart. Can Larson beat Keselowski, take the lead back from him, who was so strong stage 2? Larson ripping the high side of the ridge. Keselowski trying to slide up and block, but Larson's momentum is too strong, and Larson shoots by on the outside with a blinding restart. Larson takes the lead. Now you watch this damaged car, Zane Smith at 71, which will not be his next season. As we found out this week, Michael McDowell has signed a multi-year contract to drive the 71 for Spire Motorsports, leaving front row after 8 seasons. So that puts Zane Smith's future in jeopardy in the Cup Series. And now we got another restart here on lap 238 after an incident that took out Daniel Suarez out of this race, and Christopher Bell, Hemrick, and Chastain. As is now about a little under 60 laps to go. Larson once again clear for the race on the top where Keselowski and Hamlin caution. Big problems. Byron, Gragson, Eric Jones involved. Tyler Reddick as well. Zane Smith is final half of the season at 71 car. A 5-car pile up off into turn 1 here at Darlington. Collects Eric Jones, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Noah Gragson, and Zane Smith. Gragson just clips Zane Smith right there into Eric Jones as he got turned by Byron, and then Byron spins Reddick into it. And those 5 go spinning. Byron and Gragson are having pretty solid runs. Obviously, Reddick far from his past self earlier in this race when he was really strong. But it's Kyle Larson in the race lead, trying to hold off the Ford of Keselowski and the Toyotas of Hamlin and Truex, who have always been lurking around all day long. But Larson will hold the lead on the restart here with 58 laps to go. So now we get back underway here. Going to be with just 55 to go now. It is Larson and Keselowski side by side for the race lead. And Keselowski on the high side in turn one. You get that positive momentum. But look at the momentum. Larson gets on the bottom. Can he clear Keselowski right there? And he does. Larson comes up the track, clears Keselowski back in the lead. Larson incredible on these restarts here late in the race here at Darlington. He wants that win. And that Terry Labonte throwback and Rick Hendrick's 40th anniversary, trying to get that win. Keselowski also very hungry for a win, trying to get back there. But Larson in the lead, 51 laps left. And now caution comes out as Keselowski leads here with about 30 to go. And Kyle Busch, the 8 car, was running in the top 10, is absolutely destroyed. You see here, catch the 8 car. Kyle Busch, the engine smoke starts pouring out the engine. Has already crashed hard. Zane Smith also involved. He is destroyed. And now Keselowski and Larson use the green. Blaney is also out of the race from that accident. So Blaney and Busch were both top 10. Crash out. Going to leave like just 7 on the lead lap as Larson and Keselowski now duel for the race lead here with just 26 laps to go. Keselowski's going to clear Larson on the bottom. He'll use Larson's move against him, slide up in front of him, and Keselowski holds the race lead, but Larson coming back on the top. But Keselowski blocks, and now can Keselowski drive away and bring home the victory here at Darlington. Larson there in second, trying to get by, cannot quite do it. Keselowski now leading with just 25 laps to go in the Goodyear 400. And now we move on here. 2 laps to go. Keselowski leads Hamlin by 2.2 seconds. No cars in between them. Keselowski driving away. Larson, Hamlin both get held up by lap traffic. Keselowski negotiated cleanly. Now Keselowski a lap and a half away from victory lane once again here. His first time here in 2024 to get Ford win number 3 of the Cup Series season. Hamlin trying to catch up in second. There's too many lap cars between him and Keselowski. I think he's just going to run out of time. As coming to the white flag this time by final lap. White flag in the air presented by Credit One Bank here at Darlington. As Brad Keselowski goes on the outside, puts Josh Berry another lap down. The lap cars getting out of the way. Keselowski trying to track down Hocevar, who's running a lap down, but in 10th place, having a really good run today. Yeah, your career best finish right now. But Keselowski looks to bring home the victory, the first for RFK Racing in 2024, to try to carve that path back to the championship 4 for a second consecutive season. As through turn 4 for the final time after a late race turn of events, Brad Keselowski wins at Darlington, his 39th career win. Hamlin comes home in second for the 3rd week in a row. Larson 3rd. 4th place going to be the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. Chris Buescher rounds out your top 5 as he makes his way around turn 4. So Buescher will come home in 5th. Then behind him, Bubba Wallace comes home in 6th, and Joey Logano will bring it home in 7th place at the back of the field. He will come home P7. William Byron 8th, Elliott 9th, and Hocevar the top 10. As Brad Keselowski gets career win number 39 here at Darlington and win number 1 of 2024, and is back in the playoffs. As I see our final race results, of course, Keselowski the winner. Denny Hamlin, 2nd place, 3 straight weeks. Hamlin comes home in 2nd. He's got to be like, what do I got to do to get this win? Then Larson 3rd, another good run for Truex in 4th, and Buescher, a much needed good run there for 5th. Then Bubba Wallace, Joey Logano, Byron Elliott continue their positive momentum in the top 10. And how about Carson Hocevar, career best 10th place finish. Of course, out the grid there, SHR had a pretty solid day. Chase Briscoe, Noah Gragson, top 15 finishes. Josh Berry, Priest, all in the top 20. Kaz Grala, 20th place. Derek Kraus, 19th. Probably season best for those guys. And, of course, the end of the grid, all the guys that crashed out. Blaney, Busch had really fast cars. Christopher Bell had some speed. Chastain was decent. He gets taken out. Gibbs, Bowman, Nemechek, they all crashed out from a bunch of wrecks today. And of course, Tyler Reddick ends up 14th after having a really fast car, but gets damaged for the 2nd week in a row. But in the end, it is RFK Racing on top after Darlington as Keselowski gets the win. Now we have to update a playoff grid. Of course, Brad slots into 8th now as our 11th different winner through 13 races. The playoff spot starting to fill up once again on points. Denny Hamlin has a huge gap way to the good, 110 above the cut line. Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, Blaney, even Bowman still looking pretty comfortable on that cut line, plus 41. Zane Smith now has finally been knocked out of that 16th spot, currently out by 41 to Bowman. Logano, Stenhouse, out by 46 and 47. And Chris Buescher and Austin Dillon over a race behind the cut line. So till the next episode for the All-Star race at North Wilkesboro Speedway, I hope you all have a good one.